All right, so here's number 20 of our sprint round. Bianca's treasure map indicates that the treasure is 3 miles due north of a palm tree, which is 10 miles due east of a cave. Bianca is currently 5 miles due south of the cave. To the nearest whole number, how many miles away from the treasure is Bianca currently? So in contest math, there are a few categories of certain questions that you might get. And one of them is geometry. So this looks like a geometry question to me. And with geometry questions, I want to draw a diagram because this is quite a long problem. And I want to just break it down sentence by sentence to understand what exactly is happening here. So first of all, I'm going to draw the treasure, and the treasure is going to be located at a point. Let's say that this is the point where the treasure is located. And I'm going to label that as treasure. And this is 3 miles north of a palm tree. Due means directly, so directly north of a palm tree. So if this is our palm tree, you can see that I've drawn it in such a way that the treasure is north, 3 miles. I'm going to let that distance be 3. And let me draw just a segment, line segment in between these two to show that that's 3. And Bianca, well, actually, the next part of this is 10 miles due east of a cave. So the palm tree is 10 miles directly east of a cave. So I want to draw a segment here. And this is my cave. So my cave is now here, and this is going to be 10 miles. And Bianca is 5 miles south of the cave. So Bianca is down here. All right, now the next question is, to the nearest whole number, what is this distance from Bianca to the treasure? So what is that distance? Now in geometry, there is one very beautiful and very important formula that you need to know. This will show up all the time in future math problems that you do in contests. And it's just something that you really would like to get familiar with. And this is the Pythagorean theorem. So Pythagorean theorem says that if you have a right triangle where there's a 90-degree angle and the side lengths are A, B, and C, then if you square the side length A plus the square of side length B, that will equal the square of side length C. And one famous example of this is with the 3, 4, 5 triangle. So the 3, 4, 5 triangle satisfies this property because if you take 3 and square that, plus 4 and square that, then you get 9 plus 16, which is equal to 25, and that happens to be 5 squared. So let's try using this formula, this theorem, to solve the distance between Bianca and the treasure. If you draw this triangle that extends down like this and across, something you can notice is that this distance is the same as this distance here. And you can see, especially with the grid line behind it, that this should also be 10 units, 10 miles. And this length and this length should be the same. So that means this right here is 5. And in total, this entire side length should be 8. So if we apply this theorem here, if we want to find the unknown side length, this unknown side length, you have to take 8 squared plus 10 squared. And that's going to be this unknown side length squared. And so 8 squared plus 10 squared is 164. So this unknown side has length, which is the square root of 164. So now the next question is, what is the nearest whole number to this number, square root of 164? And that turns out, it turns out that square root of 164 is in between 12 and 13. And that's because 12 can be written as square root of 144, and 13 can be written as a square root of 169. So if you wanted to, you could try approximating this value, 164. But with this problem in particular, I think you can just compare the numbers in here, and you can see that 164 is a lot closer to 169 than it is to 144. And so I would say that 13 is closer. And in fact, it is. And so this is our answer. Our answer is that to the nearest whole number, Bianca is 13 miles away.
Hi, everybody. This is Tim. Hope you're enjoying our videos. If so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that sort of thing. But what I'd really want to invite you to do is to send us an email at media@mathleague.org. Tell us which problems you'd like to see us cover next in our video series. Take care and see you in the next video.